Here we are, back in our lovely garden. Let's talk about education. I had one, did you? This is one of the most important features of British life, but sadly, we're not doing all that well in world rankings these days. So what will each party do for us on education after June the 8th? Well, let's start with the figures. Here's where we are. Total education spending last year was around £85 billion. Now, the Institute of Fiscal Studies, who analyse all the government figures, say the total spent is actually lower than it's been for about 12 years. Pure money terms, they're spending the same as the Labour government did back in 2003 when I had hair. Okay, importantly right now, that £85 billion is 5% of our total earnings in the UK. £1 in 20. In 2004, that same 85 billion was worth around 13% of our earnings. So the figures show that education spending has dropped compared to what we pay in tax by around 20% in 5 years. It hasn't been at that level as a comparison since 1971. Now that really surprised us. We hadn't heard that figure before from anybody, but they're right there online. Go and check them out. We're not talking political slanging in these videos. These are the facts from official government figures. Plus, that was then, this is now. What does each party have to say on education this time around? The Conservatives say they'll pump an extra £4 billion into schools by 2022, the end of the next Parliament. They'll scrap free school lunches for young children in England, but offer free breakfasts instead. Now they want to have at least 100 new free schools a year, which are run by parents and companies. They'll also end the ban on grammar schools, bring in universities and private schools to help run state schools, and change the rules on tuition fees and faith schools. Labour say they'll bring back grants for university students, they'll abolish university tuition fees, they'll set up a new national education service to guide standards across England. They'll extend the free 30 hours of childcare to all 2-year-olds. Also, they're planning to cut class sizes to less than 30 for 5, 6 and 7-year-olds. And they'll give free school meals to all primary school children, which will be paid for by making parents with children in private schools pay VAT. Finally, the Lib Dems say they'll invest nearly £7 billion extra in education. They'll stop backing for new selective schools and give local authorities control over admissions and new schools too. They'll end the 1% cap on teachers' pay rises, guarantee all state school teachers are fully qualified or working towards it. They'll tackle workloads, and they will double the number of businesses that hire apprentices and reinstate student grants. Now there are 9 more parties that you should look at: the SNP, the Greens, UKIP, Respect, DUP, Plaid Cymru, Sinn Féin, SDLP and Alliance, as well as independent MPs who are standing in just 1 seat. Okay, have a look at the manifestos, and if they work for you and your loved ones, pop a cross in the box. Look, there's more to say, but it's time to go home or hit a pre-election after-school class. Now next time, we'll look at healthcare. Share us, like these videos. All of them will be available here, and we'll send out an update when the next one's ready and fact-checked in the next 24 hours. Until then, all the best. We'll see you soon. Take care.